For 25 years, thousands of people have come to Asia Art Archive, sifting through shelves and folders on a quest for something deeper, something life-changing. And somewhere between the books and the art, you may find moments of love. Maybe it was a conversation sparked by a forgotten photograph, or perhaps a slow-burning obsession with an artist's story. In true researcher fashion, let's trace back and ask, how did you first fall for us?
如果講緊 love at first sight 咧，就應該係 job interview 嘅時候。我當時嘅老闆咧 Claire 就同我講 I love you。
I've been following AAA's work for a very long time. You can call it a long-distance platonic love relationship.
Phoebe 舉機嗰下，我愛上佢係第一眼，係因為咁。
There was no desk, and they measured once, and it was right next to the zine library, and that's when I felt like a sense of belonging.
That library that I didn't expect to see here, and it really made me feel like this was a space that I can be in, and I've just hung out here ever since.
I fell in love with AAA when I met the executive director at the time, Claire Hsu, and her team. Oh, it makes me cry. Now I can't continue.
Meet Mimi Brown. Her story with AAA began in 2005, soon after she landed in Hong Kong.
Mimi, I love that most of the works you have in your collection, they come from AAA fundraisers, right?
They do, yes. This piece by Chow Chun Fai was one of the first fundraisers that we went to when Alp and I had first arrived in the city. And it was a magic key for us. We got to know not just the artists, but the conversations that were happening here. When you see magic, you have to follow it. What we're falling in love with, I think, at the archive is actually a way of being and a constellation of values, at the forefront of which is generosity in every way, approaching knowledge with an open-minded and open heart.
And we have this work by Aisha Khalid here. What I really like about this work is that it's a sculpture, but it's also an artist's book.
There was a beautiful moment this year with this artwork where I had gotten to know Aisha Khalid through Asia Art Archive and had the chance to actually meet the artist. It was a really powerful moment of understanding the reach of Asia Art Archive much beyond the city of Hong Kong and all the way through the world. I was on a bus ride with Claire, I think in India. At that time, I'd gone to a ton of programs at AAA. Part of Spring was just a very concrete desire to offer more space for AAA to expand its programs, invite artists and residents, to invite you.
Yes,
okay,
that was my first time in Hong Kong,
researcher and residents.
And it really changes the way that look at the archive, expand our community, everyone lifts each other up.
On the other side of town, meet artist Jaffa Lam. She first met AAA in 2003 at her very first solo exhibition.
我第一次俾人即係阿遊輪嚟揀咗做 solo，Phoebe 就揸住個手提錄影機，咁就嚟拍。佢話我哋有新嘅成立咗嘅即係一個文獻庫，就好似好榮幸咁啦，因為要即係好似我哋係被記錄喺檔案。好多時我哋自己做 artist 唔知道嗰個重要性。咁可能咧，其他嘅研究員咧就將來抄翻個 archive， 佢會揾到蛛絲馬跡話，我覺得咁咧就係一個文獻庫最好嘅一個貢獻嚟嘅。其實
我諗我哋第一次合作就即係 mobile library 啦，即係一個可以接得埋嘅一個 bookshelf。今年點解會特別揀嗰件作品送俾我哋？
我覺得佢個意義係在於鼓勵啲人去擁有真嘅書。即係因為依家我諗所有嘢都係變咗 digitalize 嘅嘢，所以咧，如果屋企擁有咗嗰個書架咧，呢個係我覺得話俾人聽個 archive 嘅重要咯。我哋好似喺唔同嘅即係地方或者係唔同嘅 area 做嘢，但係其實我哋一齊成長嘅喎，亦都代表緊香港藝術嗰個成長。
Sometimes a chance encounter becomes a homecoming. Meet Nicole Nepomuceno. AAA first became her sanctuary in 2020.
I think it really started from my time in university. Professor Yiwan Kun and Michelle Wong co-taught the Hong Kong Art Workshop here at AAA. Michelle gave me the traces of Oscar Ho's 1997 exhibition, Being Minorities, from the Habituan archive. It was the first kind of material that I really felt aligned with the kind of research I wanted to make. I think from then on, there was an interest in looking at Hong Kong from a migratory and a minority perspective.
Can you tell us what it's about?
Wow. Yeah, an archive of annotations is the zine that we made for the AAA zine residency last year in 2024. And it really explores how we can write Hong Kong art history from the peripheries in a way that's abundant with multiple perspectives. The research I did here at AAA in 2020, it never left me. So the zine residency was a big homecoming for me to revisit the same material but with a different outlook. You would bring a lot of zines. I always feel really touched because I'm like, oh, you thought about me?
All the time. We're like half a year.
Yeah, it's like your job. But I'm just like, oh. And then, so I thought that was really sweet. My favorite moments at AAA are almost always chance encounters. And this possibility of knowing something that maybe you didn't even expect when you planned to come here in the beginning.
As it turns out, the most precious thing in AAA's collection isn't only on the shelves. It's the community we built over 25 years of shared discovery, collaboration, and love. Come, write your story with us. Our next chapter begins with you.